Today's the day. It's Sunday morning. We need to make it to Mazatlan to catch the ferry, or so we think. So a couple things here. The ferry this is Mexico first of all. The ferry website doesn't really work that well, and so you can't book on it or anything. You're supposed to be able to, but when you try to, it just says no further sailings are available. That's what it's been saying for like a year or something. So that's why we went right to the ferry terminal and did all the booking to get over here. Going back is kind of the same thing. On that note, we have not found anything that's concrete as far as these are definitely the days the boat leaves, but we're like 99% sure that the boat should be leaving today or this evening and should be arriving on Monday morning in La Paz. It makes sense for the sailings that we know for sure we're leaving La Paz coming here, and it makes sense to us, which means absolutely nothing. So we also are not sure. Callie found some information last night saying that maybe the terminal was only open till 1 o'clock today. Again, that doesn't make sense because the boat doesn't leave till supposedly around 6:30 tonight. But we would maybe like to be there by 1 just in case, but I don't really know. I don't think that's going to be a thing. Hopefully not. Let's just hope that we can get on the boat. That's the other thing. When we came over here, there were plenty of rooms available on the boat. There definitely was no issue there. But we've read a lot of people that say they weren't able to get on for whatever reason. So we're just hoping that we can get on. Lots of variables for sure in this plan. Now, we were supposed to begin the morning with some Starbucks. I've been up since 4 with jitters just thinking about it. Pumpkin spice latte. Oh my gosh. However, Callie is still not feeling very well. Those were the mountains that we came through on our way south from Durango, and they are spectacular. This also appears to be the dump. One of many, unfortunately. So it appears that maybe we have a stuck semi on the road, and possibly, I don't know what's going on with this semi on the left. I think they're trying to pull this semi right now, but they successfully have blocked both lanes of traffic. We have movement. Better get in between there while we can. Look at that snake. Oh my freaking god. I don't know how big that looks on the video, but those things were as big as my arm. That was freaking disgusting. I don't know if I think the snakes broke the semi. we're just trying to find something to eat prior to getting on the boat. They'll have dinner probably around 5 or 6. It's 12 noon right now. We did arrive about 20 minutes earlier than projected. What, it said like 12:06? We got here like 11:50 or something. There's just not much down the road that we are on. There's really nothing. There's a little bit of street food, but Callie's not feeling that, so we stopped at the OXXO. It's just a little convenience store or whatever. And I wandered around for about 15 minutes trying to figure out what to grab. And in the end, I think I decided on maybe a little ice cream sandwich or something. I couldn't even decide about that. I just told Callie to grab me something from the cooler because I couldn't make a decision. But after we leave here, we're just gonna head for the ferry.
Don't show this.
This is what it has come down to. This
for later. Emergencies.
We were talking earlier, both agreeing that it's gonna be really nice to be back at the camper and be able to cook our own food. However, that is assuming that over the last 3.5 weeks, the propane has not run out or gone out on our fridge at the camper, because if it has, we have a ton of spoiled, nasty, warm food in the fridge and freezer. This is getting a little old.
I want like a Subway sandwich.
A Subway sandwich sounds so good.
Carolina?
Carolina.
Y Tyson.
¿De frente?
Gracias.
All right, so all they wanted were our first names on that one, and he wrote it on a piece of paper, I guess. This is a good sign, though. They haven't said there's not a ferry yet, but that's only been one person.
Y ahí ella lo van a pesar. Usted se queda bajo la báscula. Cuando se baje ella se suben. Se pesa uno por uno, ¿sale?
I have no clue what. Hola, buenas tardes. This is going pretty well so far. Callie's gonna go now try to buy tickets, so I guess that would be one bummer if we couldn't get tickets, but I don't know why we couldn't, because no one has said that there's not a boat or anything. They've all let us in this far. I feel like someone would have said something by now.
We can see the boat, so I think that means hopefully that we can get on.
So now that means that we'll be sitting here for 6 hours.
Hey, that's okay. At least we're not stuck somewhere.
We officially have tickets. We and those motorcycles are getting on this boat. It leaves an hour earlier than we thought. Actually, an hour and a half earlier than we thought. It leaves at 5 o'clock, which is great. However, they did not have any cabins left, so they said just check back before you get on the boat, see if anyone's canceled.
Check on the boat.
Oh, check on the boat. So worst case scenario, we're sleeping in what, like airplane seats is kind of what they look like. We saw them when we were on this boat last time, but they basically just look like airplane seats in a giant room with a bunch of TVs. Callie's not very happy about it, mainly because she's like, if you could just book on the website, you would have a cabin, which is true, but we can't book on the website because nothing works on that website. And
It's gonna be a long, stinky night.
it's a long time with a bunch of truckers. So we cannot go here where Callie bought the tickets to find out if anyone has canceled rooms. You have to do it on the boat, and they actually don't know when the boat loads, 1 or 2 o'clock mañana. So we're just gonna go and see if we can get on the boat. We feel like if we can get on, we have a better chance of maybe getting a room, but we have to get on the boat first. But you know, that's 2 people on one bike. Callie thinks that he said to follow the red truck. Look at this rig. Oh, yeah. Okay. Callie is now changing the story. She thinks maybe behind a red truck. That thing's not red. That's maroon. That's brown. Oh, down. I don't know. They're just cruising. I'm so glad I've had Callie for this trip because I'd end up over there right now. We're at least getting somewhere. Oh, they're gonna take our names again. Now we go back behind those people. We had to come here first, okay. Oh, they're gonna take our names again. Callie's just trying to tell them where we came from. That's all they want to know.
Hombre.
Tyson.
Tyson.
See. That's our boat. And then I think we're supposed to go over there and sit and we get loaded. We could have been sitting over here earlier. Again, this is just kind of how they are, but they told Callie 1 or 2 and told us to sit over there. Well, luckily Callie's like, this doesn't seem right. I'm gonna try to get on this boat, and everyone is over here already boarding this boat. They are all taking our rooms. They're all gonna get a good night's sleep. This is all our competition. I'm updating this because Callie just informed me all these people right here are getting out of their vehicles. She learned that you can only have one person in the vehicle, the person driving, to load it. And we were questioning something. When we came here, there was a lady eating dinner with her husband. Well, when we were getting off the boat, it was only her driving the car. And we assumed that she probably killed her husband and threw him overboard. And that's what we've thought for the past 3.5 weeks. We're on the boat. It's hot. Now we just have to tie these down. The bikes are tied down. It's a little warm in here still. Callie is currently trying to book us a room and see what they have. I don't know how it's going. Sounds like we are on a list. I like lists. We've put our name on like 10 lists getting onto this boat. Feels like just yesterday we were eating this meal. But it was 3.5 weeks ago. It's actually not the same meal. This one doesn't have rice. The rice in the last one was really good.
Try the potatoes.
Yeah, I haven't tried the potatoes yet. The Jell-O tastes weird though. I'm still gonna eat it. It's a little weird tasting of Jell-O.
Aren't we just so grateful to have a roof over our heads and a boat that's gonna get us across the sea?
Callie all of a sudden changes her mood for the camera. Off camera, it's a little pity party.
Oh yeah, I can't stop complaining.
We have 1 hour left till we know if we have a room or not. We are underway, and is that a word? We're on our way? I don't know, the boat's pushed off. We're like full on moving at this point. Not super fast yet. We still have about 15 minutes until we know if we have a room or not. I'll be pretty disappointed if we don't.
Whatever, you don't want to pay for one now.
I don't want to pay for one, but I'm wet from the waist down. It's just, it was so hot tying down the motorcycles. Callie went to check on a room. She's been gone for quite a while, so I feel like that's a good sign. Maybe she's paying for one. It would sure be nice. Now I've been looking around, kind of getting my eyes on spots that'd be nice to sleep maybe. There's really not any. So if we have a room, I'm not going to complain. But if we don't, well, I'll probably complain. Check it out. We got a room. Oh my gosh.
Never been happier.
It has a freaking little deck?
Yes.
This
So nice.
is incredible.
10 showers.
I got dibs on top bunk. It all worked out. By golly.
It's not quite 7, but we both showered. We feel so good and so clean. And we're going to bed. And
I'll be up at 1 a.m.
Well, yeah, this morning we woke up at 4 and couldn't really get back to sleep. So I'm sure Tyson will be up early, but we're hoping to catch the sunrise from our little balcony, drink some coffee, and then get back to La Ventana.
We gotta see Hank.
So excited
Can't
to
wait.
see Hank. Good night.
Good night. False alarm. So Callie was getting ready for bed and noticed that the carpet over here was really wet. As in like sopping wet. I mean, you can just squeeze water out of this carpet. It's everywhere.
Don't put that over.
And then found that right here, out of the wall, it's just like a piss of water coming out, running down this, and then out into the carpet here. And we really, for like the last 15 minutes, have contemplated not doing anything about it. We've picked everything up off the floor. We're like, man, we have a room. What if they say we can't stay and then we don't have a room? Maybe we should just go with it. But this is getting drastically worse. Like every 5 minutes, this puddle is way bigger. And when you put your ear against this wall, you can just hear water running in the wall. And there's just so much water right here. It's crazy. But it's kind of weird because the faucet is over there for the shower and there's not anything on this wall where the water's coming out. The ceiling's not wet. I mean, I'm not a plumber, so I have no idea. And I'm definitely not a plumber on boats. But Callie's gonna let him know. We'll see what happens here. We did end up moving rooms. There was a little bit of a leak.
A big leak.
Coming from below the bathtub. There was a little bit of a pipe that was leaking that they found.
I'm glad we told them because
I am
that's
too.
a mess.
We're like, what if they don't have another room and they don't want us to stay there? Because we didn't care. We just were,
The
one
room was going to be flooded in the morning.
we didn't want things to get flooded, but we were worried that there wouldn't be another room. And we were just like, if they just need to shut the water off, whatever. We've showered. We just need a place to sleep. We don't care. But they had another room, and it is the exact same room. Everything. If we didn't tell you, there was no way you would ever know. Everything.
But we're on the other side of the boat, so now we're going to be super turned around.
Oh, that's right. That is so weird. Now left is right and right is left, front is back, up is down. No, up is still up. Okay. Time to go to bed. That really cut into my sleep. I was ready to. I was like, I was dead. I was about this close to falling asleep when Callie's like, "There's an issue here," and that was at like 6:30. It's now 7:30. So now instead of being awake at 1 a.m., I may be waking up at 2 a.m.
Oh, but we're lucky to have a room.
Oh, we are lucky. I'm very happy.